Oh, hello.
Hello. So as I promised, we're going to put for our high beds here, and I have a second camera running, I'll blend that in, how we set up our high beds. Now, we're not talking about for flowers. What we're talking about is for vegetables and for herbs. So it may different to people making flower high beds. We have different nutritions that we use. Or you could use them too, maybe it'll work, I don't know. We never grew flower beds, so here we go. We have peat moss. Here, we got 4 cubic feet of peat moss.
And a heavy wind.
In a heavy wind. We have here 2 cubic feet of cow dung, cow
Poo.
poo, what you want to call it. Then we have vermiculite here, and you'll see it then. And then we have perlite here.
The white stuff.
That's the white stuff. Got to be careful. We have a very windy day again, that not everything flies away on me. Now, to start your high bed, the first thing you do is, of course, put carton underneath. Put as much carton as you want under there. It'll soak up nicely the water and help too with it start to change over organically and everything. Always have your tools around. Yeah, we have a couple more beds to make, these high beds. So what I like to do, make it easy, I'll take a rake like this, okay? So you spread it out, your peat moss, and a lot of it is flying around right now. And then you take your cow dung, pull it on there.
Poo. And it doesn't stink.
No, this doesn't stink.
Because it's not fresh out of the cow. They promise the wind will shut down, no?
Yeah, well, I guess that's what it is. It's Nebraska. So, and mix this nicely. And when you move this back and forth, as you can see, it goes under and over the rake, which is great. That's a good way to mix it.
Now you take it the opposite side, the rake.
Yep. So take it the opposite way. That way when you're pulling, it'll run over. And when you're pushing, it'll run over too. Take your corners, pull it back on top. You'll realize how easy it really is. And it all breaks down. It all breaks down very easy for you. So then what you put in your bed here is you can use as much wood as you want. I prepared one over here. I'll be taking out some parts. So the old log fire that you didn't use up the wood, put that underneath. This is an 85-inch
Gallon.
85-gallon bin. You could fill this up with wood, with carton, with, now no painted wood, no treated wood, all natural, okay? Look that your bin itself has a water release, okay? But again, like 2-3 inches away from the bottom, because that way, if it does come too much rain, you can release all that water. But otherwise, you put the cap back on, and you'll have a bottom layer of water that'll always be there, a reserve. So once you put the water in, not the water, sorry. Once you put your logs in, of course, you rake your garden now, especially now in spring, and look what you get here. Look at all this. All organic material. Well, not this here. Something came flying from somewhere. You don't want plastic in it. All organic material. And yes, you put more wood in there. Not just, I was just showing here. So you put more wood in. Put as much wood in. The old cuttings from fall, from your trees. Put them in there. It doesn't harm. The old cuttings from the bushes. If you have compost that is good from this year, from last year, use your old compost too. Put it in there. Fill it up that way, at least halfway. And yes, after this starts composing, it will sack down. But next year, you put a fresh layer on top. A fresh layer of mulch and everything, and you'll see. We've done this last year, and man, was I surprised. We had a fantastic harvest. And I'm expecting those beds to even look better this year. So let me show you from last year. I could show you here, and I'll bring it up to the camera. This is from last year. Look at that color. No rotten smell, nothing. It's beautiful. So I can imagine. Yes, we had to refill a little bit, so we about 5-6 inches because it's going down now, but it's great stuff. So once you get this, good. This is all organic. So once you get that and you have your mixture mixed up, okay, now you can put, I've seen some people, they put down garden cloth, again, on top of this, okay? You'll have with the logs in there, a water reserve. And all this is loose. That'll keep, if the roots want to grow through, they will. Some people put down garden cloths to stop that. We don't do that. There's no need. We grow herbs and vegetables, not flowers, not trees. So the roots are not that long to go down there. So now we got this.
Now it's interesting with the wind.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard one here. So they say 1/3 pellet, and 1/3 of vermiculite. Okay, and we buy this always in bulk and put them in these big containers here, as you can see. Okay, so we just take a shovel. We had one here. Yep. Now this is going to be hard because the wind is blowing. Let's see what happens. And the best thing is start raking it under. And yes, this is big. Now, if you're asking for what this good is, pellet is good for, first, it keeps the ground, what do you say, loose, okay? And the pellet keeps the water. It'll save water inside, so your bed won't dry out that fast. And the vermiculite, it's a volcanic stone, and it does the same thing. It keeps the ground loose. It helps with the roots so they can really get through good, and it keeps water too. So your bed shouldn't dry out that fast.
Aye, aye, aye.
Your high beds. Now we'll have pellet all over the lawn. So with your vermiculite, the same thing, and it's very light stuff, you'll see. Now there's another thing you could put on top of your bed here too, and it's straw, but clean straw, not hay. You do not want to put hay down. And we buy it in a bulk too if we need it, and it's already shredded. So, and this helps so much to make it faster organically and everything. All these things working together. You have like your own little compost and fertilizer underneath working for you. Always look that everything's nice and loose. Yep. What I like to do sometimes too, I'll look if I still have coffee grinds in the house. I'll throw that on there fast. Okay. And now on the corners, what we'll do, we'll give it a good flip into the middle. Like this. This is a really turnover. Leave that corner, yeah. Take that corner, pull it over here, over here, over here, over here, and then lay it out again. No, leave that. Lay it out again and give it another mix. Yeah, the best thing is really do it on a blue tarp or something.
And not when it's windy like today.
Yeah. Mix it all nicely up. And you can see already, you can see the pellet and you can see the vermiculite already in there. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And we have a guest here today. Hello, Marianne. We have a lovely neighbor that always brings us eggs. She has the chicken. That's where we get our chicken poop. Thank you. There we go. So, yes. And give it another good toss. And seen from that, guess what? You're ready. You're ready to put it in. As I said, you can add now fast to it. You can add anything for the kitchen scraps fast if you want to. No, it will not turn over immediately, but with the time it will. That's why we made this build up from the bottom. So time by time, it'll circulate itself and become fertilizer, natural fertilizer. So now I need a shovel. Oh, it's over here. And no, you don't have to wet this now. When the rain comes, these are just the pre-beds. We have nothing growing in them yet. Once it's rained a couple times and everything, it goes down. You make yourself a little bit more on and you top it off and you should be good. So just put it in there.
7 here now, right?
Yep.
We have 7 of these bins here and we have 4 up the hill, right?
4 up the hill and the greenhouse up the hill. I hope you've had a look at that video. We have video 1 and 2 out of it. We're still working on video 3 and 4 to get that finished, cutting and everything. It takes a little time.
So May, you're asking, what will she put in all these high beds? So the plan is in one, for example, we are counting 4 and 7, 11, right?
Yep.
We have one just with peppermint because peppermint is growing, and if you don't have it under control, it's taking over your whole yard. So one bin will be just peppermint. Another one we are planning with yarrow, which is still one with half yarrow up the hill, yarrow and catnip. We always look that what we are planting fit together because there are some plants or some herbs or some vegetables you cannot do together.
Yeah.
So one will be, as I said, with yarrow and catnip. Another one is my Italian one, wind is blowing, which I want to make one high bed shot with rosemary, majoran and thyme. Another bed will be feverview, marigold and basil. Then we have one plant with lemon balm, sage and basil. And half of one will be with rote beete, beetroot,
Red beets, yeah.
beetroots or whatever you call this here, together with radish. Then I have another plant with passion flower and marigold. And another one is planned with basil and hot cayenne pepper. So, but we will wait. There should be one night with 25 already, right?
Yep.
But then we hope we can start, because I don't want to put just seeds in there. We have still some plants. They are babies. They are ready to put in there. That's just so you know what we are doing with all the beds.
So we're gonna now fold the 4 corners on this together once it's not too heavy. And this is very easy. I love it. So take your stones off or what you laid down on it.
If it's windy, otherwise you don't need it.
Yeah. Grab your 4 corners. Of course, you're going to need help. And you're mixing it here again doing this, just so you know. So, and then just lift this one side in there, like this. And now, toss it over into your bed. Slowly pull it back. And there we go. Now I can see on this one, I would have had to put in a little bit more, and I will, but that's okay. We made 2 beds yesterday, and they've sunk overnight a little bit. They're over here. I'll just change the camera.
This one.
Yep. And they sunk a little bit, so we can get that. But now, yeah, we still have 2 more beds to go, and we have already set up, and I hope I can get it with this camera. If not, I'll try this one. Let's see if we can get this. And we're in the sun, as you can see back here on the hill. And Udo will tell you what we have in there right now.
So what you see in the back, which is growing out of the soil right now, this is our wildflower bed. It's coming for years now with all kinds of flowers like echinacea, marigold, all the flowers for the bees and the hummingbirds and everything. So we don't do anything, it's just coming on their own. What I have done yesterday, this is kind of a high bed. We have here a section just with chamomile. Here we have a section with carrots. This is a section with peppers, with bell peppers. Here we have white onion, cayenne peppers, then radish, a whole section, and all of this will be red onion. So this is our alternative high bed.
Right.
It was there when we bought the house years ago, so we use it.
Yeah.
Oh, and here in the middle, if you're wondering what this is our potato tower. First time we are trying this out. Last year we tried it in growing bags, but the harvest wasn't so good at all. And now we tried this one. So you make a bed out of straw, like a nest, and then you put some soil in it, the potatoes, not so much, on the round, so they can
on the edges.
On the edges.
In the ground you put it there.
In the nest, and then straw again, and build a nest, put some soil on it, put the potatoes on it, and on and on and on. Because we are trying this the first time, we don't want to go ahead and use the whole tower, so we just put half of them.
Yeah, I think about 4 or 5 layers we have in there.
Yeah.
Right now.
And when they are growing out, and you can harvest them in
the fall.
In the fall, you see when the leaves are getting dry, and they will sprout out here around the tower, and then we can just go ahead and turn the tower around and put it on the ground or on a tarp, and then we can harvest our potatoes, hopefully.
Yes. So please like this video and subscribe. I have to mention it. And yes, we do have a what's it called?
Our website, 24 hours.
That'll be underneath here too. And I'll try for next week's video, part 3 of our cattle panel greenhouse. Okay. Yes, in the meantime, the cattle panel is finished.
It's over there. We just need a door, a real door. Right now it's a plastic door.
I have plastic, but I got the special tape there. And I'll show you on the video too about a special tape that you can use for your plastic. And they have zippers. So you can open it. And that way, because the door I have to specially make for it. But other than that, I would say for today.
As always. Is this camera catching both of us?
Yep.
Okay.
If you have any questions, please write them below. And as I said, we're not specialists. We're not master gardeners or anything, but our years of experience have shown us we don't buy finished potting soil and that. Rather mix it ourselves and know what we have, and you get a lot more for the price than buying finished mixing. Yeah, those finished mixing bags are really expensive. So if you think what I just did here, okay, that little bit, that whole thing here, and that's about I would say around 6 cubic feet. Okay, if we came around $20, that's a lot. Yeah, we came around $20, $25. That's a lot. If you would have to buy this all in bags of finished,
potting soil,
that would be a lot more.
And then it's not so loose and so
Yep.
healthy like this one.
Yep.
The potting
And-
soil you can, or high raised bed garden soil. I don't know. They have for each and everything you want to buy in the bags from the store. They call
So
it for different names.
Yeah, and as you can see here, okay, this is the soil from last year that we just topped off. This is this year's soil, okay? So that shows us too, it is working from underneath. All that natural fertilizing and composting from underneath is working. And yes, you can put, what I like to do too, worm casting. You can put worm casting in there too as a natural fertilizer. But if you look at this now, you can see the difference, a big difference. Yes, so, and we're gonna be looking what grows really good this year and what not.
Yeah.
But other than that,
And one
Yep.
thing, you don't need thousands of different soils. Like they want to tell you in the box stores,
Yeah.
you have soil for high raised bed, you have soil for this, soil for vegetables, soil for this. This is in our
soil for
opinion
flowers.
BS, because we have one soil and we use it for whatever we are growing.
Yep.
So other than what they are trying to sell you, it's just money, money, money.
And we're going to make so up front here, we have a compost back there, okay? But we first activated that this year. We lost our compost this year up at the old greenhouse.
Yeah.
New greenhouse now. I still have to build a new one there. But we got as much as we could from here, and we'll put that under this too. So anytime, it's always great. Do it naturally. Stay away from chemicals if you can,
And save money.
and save a lot of money. But till then,
Till then, yeah, now finally, love and light, Ken and Ute from Utes-Herbal-Corner. Ciao, ciao.
see ya.